Disclaimer. This video is made for entertainment purpose only, it doesn't mean to hurt anyone, and don't take it seriously.
They are Bose.
Oh, me
Old
podcast,
school.
you listen. You have Bose headphones?
Old school Bose. Yeah, they came right from a display.
All right. Well, did you get new ones?
Like yours are up there.
My face looks, yeah. We kind of, is that my nose or his nose?
I don't know.
Yeah.
But I was laughing when I made that one. And I didn't have I only had one black and white photo of me that I could use, so I'm a mutant McKinley apparently.
Okay. Tariffs. Explain.
Yes. So our president is President Trump's trying to bring back the McKinley tariffs, which means good trade deals for the United States, maybe not so much in the foreign countries' eyes, but we're getting raked over the coals apparently on a lot of the trade. So he's just trying to, I think, get us to advantage where they will have to pay, basically like a tax, so to speak, to sell their goods in our country, and vice versa. We're paying high tariffs to sell our goods if they even allow certain things. I know China's got limited things they allow us to sell. And that's I think that's one of the bigger contentions. That's why people are up in arms, because a lot of stuff imported is costing a lot of money.
China will not let us sell Chinese food. They're like, no, none of your Chinese food here. We will not let you
going
sell
right
it.
into me.
Huh?
No, I was just looking at zero. It was going right into me until I did that.
Oh, so that's what so I looked up the definition of tariffs. Sorry, I'm messing with my audio real quick.
That's how I understood them, at least.
Basically, on Investopedia.com, most countries are limited by their natural resources, according to them, and ability to produce certain goods and services. They trade with other countries to get what their population needs and demands. However, trade isn't always conducted in an amendable manner between trading partners, which I think is where we're at, right? That's what they're saying that we are. We're not trading fair. We're not getting treated fairly on trades.
Yeah.
And why do you think that is? Why do you think that we allowed this as a country to get to this point that we have to have this type of, but what did we?
Somebody's being bribed.
But we had to pay. We had to pay for it, right?
So somebody's palms being greased somewhere, and pockets are being filled from other countries. So that's what I feel like is happening. I think there's other people that believe that too, because it just doesn't make any sense. Why wouldn't we just not have good, fair trade relations? Why do we have to keep getting screwed over on some of these deals? And that's pretty much what Trump says. Like, he went in there thinking, hey, this is a good plan to get us out of our debt. And, a lot of people are just, because who wants to complain just to complain, but he's actually trying to do something good for the country, hopefully bring businesses back to this country too, even if, say you have a lot of stuff done overseas. And I know that hurts certain people, or I've seen.
So based on this website, the tariffs are used to restrict imports. Simply put, they increase the price of the goods and services purchased from one another country, making them less attractive to the domestic consumer. So the key point, they say, is understand that a tariff affects the exporting countries because consumers in the country that impose the tariffs might shy away from the imports due to the price increase.
Yeah.
However, if the consumer still chooses the imported product, then the tariffs are essentially raised the cost to the consumer in another country, which I believe that's what's going to happen. We're going to pay for these tariffs. And I know it's trying to bring businesses into our country, but it's just heard yesterday on Fox News, which has become one of my most watched television shows. It's not going to happen overnight. And where are we going to get all this stuff to make our businesses? We're going to have to go to other countries to buy the machinery and things that are being manufactured.
Well, I think
build ours.
I think as he's trying to bring the country, like the these companies back to our country to make the products in the United States, having American workers in American facilities making the stuff, because that's what will drive, up in the
But
economy.
don't you believe that when
Jobs.
they bring it to America for jobs, then America is going to have to pay America payments and wages. And we always feel like we deserve more than we should get paid. If someone says the job is $10 an hour, we're like, that's bullshit. We're 20. And so if we have to pay that, either way, it's going to raise the cost of goods for us, the general population. We're going to pay.
Yeah, but on the same token, you can still buy these goods. But here's the issue is with the trade. Like, we would get better deals with the other country when we're selling stuff and to that country, because we are going to expect them to do a fair trade, where now when they're tariffing the shit out of us in their country, we're going to tariff the shit back. Or we can come to an agreement as two countries and say, okay, let's come up with a realistic tariff type tax for your goods in our country and our goods in yours. And I think that's the hardball game that's being played. And they could be mad, like China, for example, and they could just wait it out or whatnot. Hopefully they'll get, somebody else in office that they can, they'll let them screw us again. But he's playing hardball because that's what he is. He's a businessman. That's what we voted into office, as a businessman, to do business dealings. And I think it should even itself out if the countries are not being really stubborn. They're getting the better end of these deals. If you start looking at how much money they're making off their products being sold in the United States. So it's time to even some of that out. And I think that's what he's trying to do. And I agree. I mean, it's gonna cause some tough little in the transition. And like you said, it's not gonna happen overnight, but hopefully they can come to an agreement where this stuff can be settled quicker and stop us being on the being screwed end as far as business dealings. And I think with him having an advantage now, with hopefully having the support of all of Congress, at least, for the next couple of years, hopefully longer, but we can see him get stuff done.
Here's what it's going to screw me out of. I'm not going to be able to get these football jerseys anymore for $25. Because when I used to buy these jerseys, like my Raiders jersey, I got it overseas from China.
Let me tell you something right now. You might want to edit this portion out.
Why?
If anybody ever watches our videos, because that's illegal. That's bootlegging, isn't it?
I bought them. Overseas.
But you're not supposed to be buying them overseas.
I got it for $25. The jersey was $125. And for some reason, this miracle website for $25, I could get a Bo Jackson Raiders jersey. And then for some reason, and it was a beautiful jersey. It was probably the best jersey in the entire world. But then when I got the jersey, I realized
the Trump version of you is shocked right now. He's like, how dare you?
Realized it took 2 weeks to get it, that it had a shipping label from China.
Yeah.
So,
because it's a bootleg.
Of course it was. And then when I went to the Raiders game and someone was trying to sell them on the corner,
fucker, that's why we don't have any more money to sign for agents. Giving our jersey money,
we're buying bootlegged jerseys. I'm looking at my Bo Jackson jersey right now, all signed and authentic, knowing that jersey is probably worth $300. Then I went and I got a Bo Jackson jersey for $25. Dude, I keep saying Vince McMahon, but
you talk.
What the hell was this? What the hell was his
me bringing the wrestling into?
What the hell was his first name? What was McMahon's first name? Jim McMahon.
Oh, Jim McMahon.
Jim McMahon's jersey was an authentic, like old school hockey league looking jersey for $25 on the sweat and brow of many young children in the little sewing area.
And you know how much Jim McMahon sees of that?
Zero. But you know what?
Zero.
As a fan, I don't want to give up the jersey cost. So if we can just come to a agreement so we can continue to get bootlegged NFL jerseys. I'm not the criminal here. I'm the consumer. I
think the Raiders and anybody other teams you're bootlegging would disagree with you.
I am not selling the jersey. I'm just purchasing the jersey from China, and it's getting shipped overseas. That jersey I just showed you comes from Temu. Temu now sells jerseys. And how much do you think that jersey costs on Temu?
I don't know.
Tell
me. 50?
Well, let's just see. I'm clicking on a website. It could be a virus.
Are you talking about this is the post-tariff price?
You can get a New York Yankees authentic jersey, Aaron Judge, 99 for $26. You can get Dodgers jerseys for free. You can get
for free
a World Series.
They pay you to take
a World Series. A World Series ring from the Super Bowl with Nick Foles' name on it for $23.
Engraved in China.
Nick Foles written in Chinese lettering.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, so he's misspelled.
It's
Nick Poles.
You can. No, it's just a bunch of slashes. Yeah, it's not even spelled right.
Yeah.
It's spelled Nick, N-I-C.
Yeah, they don't know what they're like. Just throw anything on it.
You can get CJ Stroud's jersey from the Texans for $26. Now, they guarantee that you can return it for a tariff price of 40%.
What if someone was out of the 50 some listeners, maybe that we will get? I don't even know if they will, or subscribers that are.
Listen, dude, this is not unknown information. I didn't make this shit up.
I know, but like, if one of the listeners like, I didn't know this. Well, thanks, Coach JC.
Who doesn't know?
Now I want to become a jersey bootleg buyer.
Now here comes Paul Tagliabue, because he's a former guy from way back in the day. He shows up at my doorstep and says, I now collect on the NFL's behalf.
We were going to hire you to become a football coach until we found out you bought bootleg jerseys from China.
I just don't want this.
We're just looking for an excuse.
I'll just be I'll be on the field blowing a whistle, and someone will just walk out and yank it out of my hands. Go, get out of here! You're a disgrace.
You're a disgrace to the sport.
How dare you? I expect to pay these college kids millions when you're buying their jersey for $15.
How are we supposed to afford these ginormous contracts we're supposed to pay the next Bo Jackson on the Raiders?
How I found this jersey that I purchased from China was
China.
I went on a website and they had these jerseys just on like little mannequins in the middle of a room, and I thought it was bullshit. It was on eBay, and then I bought them and I got them. And they were legit. So, but they don't look like the jersey. I mean, look at a real jersey versus these jerseys, and you are way off.
I want you to edit in a Chinese hand with money coming into your screen, just paying you off to
listen, trying to eliminate the 130% tariff, because now that $26 jersey is now going to cost me $46. It's going to cost you
this. You're still getting a good deal.
Yeah, I know. But come on,
$46.
Come on. How am I going to buy 7 or 8 of them? Damn it!
I don't want, instead of paying hundreds of dollars.
How am I going to start buying? How am I going to start buying an entire team of jerseys if I got to pay full price?
Now I have to spend $50 on a $500 jersey.
Fucking yeah! I don't think it's fair. So. I think they really need.
I think you'll be okay.
Maybe I don't think. Listen, Bruce Lee behind me doesn't agree. Bruce Lee's like, I would have never made movies.
He's pretty angry.
I would have never made movies if that was happening.
He's pretty pissed off there that you're buying bootleg jerseys.
Where do you think I got this painting? This
Bruce Lee's bootleg. The Gorilla's bootleg.
This whatever painting with acrylic, whatever, is not real. It's a poster. but it looks cool, and it cost me $27. But it's beautifully framed.
Speaking of the Raiders, do you feel like they're going to take that running back, Genetti?
Yeah.
I know it's very. Yeah, that's what you think they're getting.
Yeah. A running back would be in their best interest, considering I got Geno Smith as a quarterback, because they'll probably run the ball more after he throws 7 interceptions in the first game. So
yeah, they signed him to a massive extension too. So I think.
Some guy randomly in Dallas sees my Raiders hat. And I thought it was safe. I thought it was safe in Dallas.
Oh, no.
What the fuck? Dallas? I mean, Cardinals hat maybe, but Raiders? So I'm walking through Dallas and someone's like, what
were you doing? What were you doing in Dallas? Just touring the world?
Yeah, just causing problems. I was just like, what's happening? Dallas is interesting.
Bringing the anger management comedy to Dallas.
No, because the comedy clubs, here's one thing about Dallas. If anybody ever travels to Dallas,
it's cowboy comedy.
It's everything is 8 to 10 miles away, but it takes 30 to 40 minutes to get there. And if you walk,
tell jokes on a fucking mechanical bull.
I think you have to take a wagon train to get across town, because that's how long it takes to get everywhere. But if you want to walk there, it takes like 2 hours. So it just seems far. Plus,
poorly set up.
I wouldn't prefer to walk around in Dallas. I'm usually not nervous, but I was nervous. So I walked downtown, got to see where JFK got shot. Did you go to the grassy knoll? I did.
Oh.
I went to the grassy knoll. I stood from the grassy knoll.
Did you?
And saw exactly where he would have been shot.
Possibly.
And I thought to myself, that was a clear view of what you could see. So very interesting, felt very eerie, creepy to be down in the area where JFK was shot.
Were you wearing your Raiders hat there?
Yeah. Nobody.
Raiders fan walking around Dallas.
Just walking around Dallas. So this one guy, this homeless guy, comes up to me, and he's like, he kind of looks out of it, like mentally ill. And so he goes, "Hey, I'm hungry." And I said, "You hungry? What do you want? You want some food?" And he goes, "I want chicken." And then so I go, and the one thing about downtown Dallas is there's a Safeway on every fucking corner. I mean, not Safeway, 7-Eleven on every fucking corner. 7-Elevens everywhere. And they look like 1979 7-Elevens. They're burnt. They're burnt. The signs are burnt up. The windows are dirty. It just looks like an old ass 7-Eleven.
I don't think I've seen a 7-Eleven out where I'm at now.
Fuck, dude, I haven't seen a 7-Eleven since like 90s. So 7-Elevens everywhere.
Used to be one at Target, and where 17 and the 17 and the 10 101 meet in Phoenix.
Yeah,
you know which one I'm talking about? The one on that's near Target and Goldwater High School.
Yeah.
I know that was the last one I knew of out there.
There are many 7-Eleven stores in Dallas, according to AI Texas, because the chain was founded in 1927 at the Southland Ice Company, operating an ice house storefront in Dallas. The number of convenience stores expanded into where the name Totem Stores between 1928 and 1946. 7-Eleven operates franchise and our licenses more than 13,000 stores in the United States. But there is tons of them in Dallas. So that would make sense why there is. They started in Dallas. So anyway,
we're gonna put some tariffs on 7-Eleven.
We're gonna put these NFL jerseys from China in there. So I mean, here's how old these
7-Eleven has got along ripping people off for too long now. Slurpee's gonna have a tariff.
Yeah, poor management 7-Elevens. They still had Christmas shit in there for sale. That's how much they give a shit about that.
Is that where you got the chicken from?
Hold on, let me finish the story. Okay. So I'm standing there and I go, Can I get chicken at Jason's Deli? And he's like, no. And I said, can I get it at the CVS pharmacy? And he goes, no. CVS. Those were the two buildings that were right. And he goes, no, 7-Eleven over there. And I go, 7-Eleven. He goes, yeah. And I go, all right. So I walk down the alley. I go to 7-Eleven.
Get jumped by 6 or 7 homeless people. Got him.
Dude, that's what if. No, I'm not.
Chicken scam. You fell for the chicken scam.
The code was chicken. We got him.
6 or 7. 6 or 7 of them. You're fighting them off.
Fucking hit me with shopping carts. Just punching away as I'm running through the alley.
Just get beat out. Jenkins Raiders
get the bald tattooed guy. Fucking kick his ass.
The good word is chicken.
I want some chicken. Everybody gets set.
17 or 18 of them run out of the corner.
Everybody prepares themselves down the alley that he brings me through. So this is how you got on the 7-Elevens. They're in the alley. Now, down the alley, I can't tell if it's human shit or dog shit, but every sidewalk has shit on it in Dallas. So if you ever walk around Dallas, be careful where you're walking because there's shit on the sidewalk. Could be dogs, could be people. So I get to 7-Eleven. Now there's 2 dudes working in 7-Eleven. They both look like they just robbed it and they're just hanging out until everybody gets out of there because they did not look at all like people who work at 7-Eleven. One was sitting on the counter with his feet on it, just looking around. And the other guy was just standing there staring at me. And I go, hey, you guys got no more chicken? And they didn't say a word, dude. They just shook their head. And I'm like, oh, fuck. So I'm going to get some chicken fingers. So I got some chicken fingers and I got them a water. So I go outside. I forgot to mention that the guy told me that it was his birthday. So I was like, all right. Next day,
I went outside and he's gone.
Hell, he was sitting there waiting. I told him he was going to follow me. And I said, stay here because I don't need you following me in case you jump me in the alley. So,
you did have to walk through that.
Alley
to get there.
Yeah. No, I'm fucking with you. That's there's a lot of alleys. And then,
come on, whoever you bums out there, come on, I dare you.
Bum fights 101.
Jump me. I'm from Phoenix. I grew up fighting.
My 240 came in handy as I was running through, hands chopping. So I get him some chicken, I give it to him, and I said,
it's like a fucking Michael Jackson bad video.
You just hear
all the homeless people. They're doing
the thriller creep, snapping them while dragging their feet. Look like zombies. So I get his shit. I give it to him. I said, hey, man, have a good day. And I go back. So, and I told my wife, because she was with me, I said, stay here. Don't come back down the alley with me. Just stay where people can see you. So next day, walking down the same street, cut through another alley to go get some food, which reminds me, another thing about that.
What are you in Gotham City? You just cut down alleys?
Dude. Fuck yeah, dude. It's like, that is a good way of putting it. It looked like Gotham City. That's a fun.
Now we figured out how Batman's parents got murdered. They just cut down the alley. So we have our alleys to walk down.
We got back to our car. I don't want to walk all the way down the block. I'm just gonna cut through. So one thing that you would think in Dallas, in Texas,
instead you get shot and your wife becomes Batman.
No, my grandson. My grandson comes out later. Yeah. No, he wasn't revenge. With me. No. But he would become Batman to avenge me.
He would watch the news footage of it since he wouldn't be there live.
Putting on his mask, makeup. So anyways,
when he hit me with a microphone. I miss him.
He's my favorite man. I love him. So why are you talking like that? So anyway,
revenge for Coach JC's murder.
Yeah. Who are you?
Just goes down to Dallas and beats up homeless people. That's his definition of Batman.
As he's 18, he's just walking around kicking people. It looks like Kick-Ass. He's just wearing Kick-Ass outfits.
Which one of them asked my grandpa for chicken?
He's just walking through, and some guy's like, "Hey, you got any chicken?" He just starts butchering people. Pulls out
wearing
ninja
a Batman
swords.
outfit. Batman doesn't kill as he's beating him down.
So next day, I'm walking down looking for food because there wasn't a lot of places where I was staying. And one thing interesting about Dallas, you think in Texas there'd be like barbecue joints everywhere, right? Wrong.
Yeah.
Italian, Mexican food, pretty much all over the downtown area. Italian and Mexican food. And the Italian was not that great. Shit Italian. If you ever want to go to the best Italian restaurant I've been into a long time, it wasn't even a restaurant. It was a deli with an old Italian lady. It was in Trinidad, Colorado, which is well known for the first sex change operation ever happened in Trinidad. I went there for a comedy festival.
How'd you like to be known as that?
That's that. Well, yeah. When I told her,
welcome to Demon Town,
I go, I'm going to Trinidad, and they go, oh, we're the first sex change. I didn't know that's what it was, but some guy invited me to a comedy festival. I went down there. It was really fun. Don't get me wrong.
Did you have to tell jokes based around that? Is that what you did?
Fuck
when you got
no. Fuck no. Get beat
They're waiting
outside.
for you.
Yeah.
One more joke, motherfucker.
Yeah, you think it's funny? But
this little some homeless people to beat you up. After
this little Italian restaurant, a good bunch of women with beards to punch you out. So
and they want chicken.
Yeah. So I went there, and this Italian restaurant was like a little deli. It looked like a beat up fucking store. It had the inside deli like you would think of like a movies. They had all the meat in the fridge in the front where you can see it. And this lady made the best Italian food ever. It was awesome. And Trinidad is a cool place. If you ever travel, drive through Trinidad. It's a small little town, mining town or something. Pretty awesome. So anyways, so I'm walking to go to get food, and this dude's sitting there, and he goes, like I know he doesn't fucking remember anything. And he goes,
it's the same guy.
Yeah. And he goes, I'm hungry. Can you give me chicken? It's my birthday. And I go, I already gave you chicken. You said yesterday was your birthday. I know you lied to me, and I was walking away.
That's a scam the whole time. It's my birthday every day.
It's my birthday.
Give me some chicken.
You liar.
Give me some 7-Eleven chicken.
I need some 7-Eleven chicken and a water.
Dallas, known for the best beans in the world. Just like
Dallas has got the best 7-Eleven
Saddles.
chicken everywhere.
If you want the best beans, go to Blazing Saddles 7-Eleven.
So,
start your days off.
Why the fuck was I talking about Dallas? Oh, so I ran into this guy from Dallas, and he was talking to me. He's a Kansas City fan, and they asked me the same question. They asked me if I thought they were going to get the running back, and I said probably, because they got Geno Smith, and everybody thinks, now I must be wrong on this, but everybody thinks this is a good move for the Raiders.
Really?
I think it's a bad move for the Raiders to get Geno Smith. But
don't you think it's better than last year, or because it's not like the quarterback class is like sensational by any means, right? Did you want
what they're saying? That's what they're saying.
This year?
That's what they're saying about the NFL draft. It is not a good draft pick for quarterbacks. But again, I don't know. I mean, again, I don't know exactly what we would do either way. Maybe trade for another quarterback somewhere, but I don't think quarterbacks is our whole problem with the team. I think the fact that we were not managed well as a coach. So I think having a different coach.
No, you got Pete Carroll.
Yeah, I think, I like Pierce, but I think you saw his true ability to manage a team, and it wasn't that. It was a great culture change. Like, he brought the Raiders culture to the surface, trying to be all hard and, mean, and kind of how the Raiders were portrayed. But I don't think he was a good manager to manage a group of kids.
Where did he go? Did he have like a 3-year deal, and now he's just collected a paycheck for 2 years? Or?
I think someone offered him a job. I think he's like a coach somewhere else. Not a head coach though.
Yeah, going in like DC.
I don't know if he's even a DC. He might be the kicker coach or something like that. I mean,
linebacker.
Just make fucking shit.
He's the coach of Flagstaff. He's taking a job.
Might be like what I get. You're the equipment manager / coach.
You're gonna coach this bag over here. Just bring it over here. You're in charge of this bag.
I have been going to practices, and I will tell you that I'm trying to find where I will be needed on the field. And part of me is just like, I think I'll just be the old guy standing over there saying, back in the day of 1997, we used to play this way. So I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the Raiders are going to look like. Maybe we should tariff them. Everybody gets tariffed. Makes you wonder what Vegas is going to be like. Think they're going to see the negative effects of tariffs?
They're eventually going to get the Oakland A, or now they're the Sacramento A's, but yeah, eventually they're going to get the Athletics in like what, a couple of years, 3 years. They're building a stadium.
They already they're already building it. I saw it.
Yeah, but I was there.
I was there when it was leveled. It was leveled already and fenced off. So supposedly, I thought it was going to be in like a year or two. They were going to have that stadium done.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know why they would take time moving them around, because I think
the bricks are imported from China, so it's not going to be a stadium.
That could be a fucking problem.
The tariffs have put on China. No more bricks for
those plastic chairs
Las Vegas A's
that you build for stadiums. We can't get them. They're coming from China. So
the field is being imported from China, and it's going to be dropped by a helicopter.
Yeah, the fake turf is fucking from China. So yeah, I don't know. I think it's going to be interesting to see what comes out of that whole debacle, because I saw that we changed it. We changed the whole tariff thing yesterday. Also, he started making a deal with not freezing the tariffs. We're going to hold up the tariffs for a while. Then the market shot up. That, don't you think that was just a way to stop the bleeding, because the market was crashing so fast that all of a sudden we're just like, no, now everybody's negotiating. We're not going to have tariffs anymore. So
somebody's getting rich somewhere, and it's usually not us.
No, but I don't know. What's the Dow today? Since I have money in this,
check Amazon.
Is Amazon where you check?
That's the only stock I have.
The Dow is at 40,000, so it's down a little bit.
They're looking at now that we know he has Amazon.
Looks like we need to
destroy him.
We thought all he had was this podcast.
We thought he was a jobless bum. That's all he did was just get on there with his buddy and talk about tariffs.
He lied when he said he had a job and he could only do it at certain times. Did you do your taxes?
I did.
All right, good. So
2 days ago.
I want to share this with you. This video that just pops up of a guy getting attacked by a shark. Now, this Instagram page, this is our Instagram section, just is called Posting Shark Attacks. That's the name of the Instagram page.
That's the IG page.
And this fucking dude's just hanging out next to a wave. Let's see if you can. Oh, you probably can't. I got to go back and do this.
I can. Yeah, there's sound. I can't hear you.
There is no sound yet.
Oh.
So let me go back. Stop sharing.
Did you see the one where the horse trampled the lady and doing the video?
No.
Apparently, I sent that to you. Yeah,
horse trample a lady.
Apparently, one of my buddies sent it to me. It was like ludicrous.
Here it is.
Move, bitch, get out of the way, and a horse tramples her.
The shark just attacks this dude. Like, just grabs his arm.
Ugh. Is that a baby shark? I can't see too well.
Oh, well, it don't look like a baby shark.
So Jabberjaw.
Well, the guy's holding on to it. He's like, ow, ow. Watch, he's like going through the waves. I don't know what they're looking for, but this shark just comes up. It's like, hey, you want some of this?
Now I seen it, yeah.
So let's go to this.
It's hungry.
Yeah, let's go to this.
We wanted chicken, but nobody gave it 7-Eleven chicken.
So we only post shark attacks is the name of the video, and it's on Instagram under shark attacks. So here we go. Here's some videos from shark attacks. See? Clickbait, right? I don't see a shark attack at all, you bastard.
Attacking whatever that was, but not the person.
Food. And you're like, I want to see. Horror moment for a fisherman who slips into somewhere. Let's see.
He pulls up a shark.
Oh, look, he caught a shark.
Jabberjaw.
Shark's
Hi, guys. Nyah.
Shark's like, ow.
Yeah.
Oh, there goes his Crocs. That's not going to be good. Crocs for the shark.
Oh, fuck. Yeah. Now he's eating them.
Yeah, now his feet hurt. He's stepping on a bunch of coral. He's like, ow.
Step on coral or step on a shark.
Yeah, he almost falls in. Danger. Let's see what this is.
Ooh, shark cage.
Shark goes in the cage. He's like,
Ooh.
I'm skinny enough to get you, bitch. Ah. Yeah, you want some? Ah.
That's to be frightening. You think you're safe in a cage?
You're gonna get some. Ah. Well, yeah, that would be. You're supposed to be safe. It kind of reminds you of that movie, the Wrong Missy with David Spade and all them, where the shark goes in the cage.
Never seen
Let's
that.
see. We only post shark attacks. Shark attacks number 1. Sharks eating a fish. It looks like one of those Nerf sharks or whatever it is. So, anyways, that was my Instagram moment.
Oh.
So, anyways, there you go. That's it. We have 3 minutes left. So we didn't really discuss much tariffs because we really don't have a say in it. And all you can say is, I hope it's correct, because we all rely on our money to go into the market so we can retire. And if we don't get it, we're going to be very disappointed because we can't get it back. It's like gambling. So
gambling with your future in old age.
Gambling with my 401k and all my other stuff in there. And it makes me wonder what Amazon's going to be like too. You think your Amazon stock might go bad?
It's like this. The past since we inherited, it's been.
Well, I ordered some stuff, so hopefully I'll get it.
Well, thank you.
That'll be. You're welcome. I didn't know you even had that. You're a son of a bitch. I want to return some shit. I want to return this camera I purchased. I think it sucks, and I want to send it back.
I want to complain to a shareholder, which happens to be you, you bastard.
Yeah, you son of a bitch. NFL jerseys on there, and now it's gone up. Can you get an NFL jersey on Amazon?
You probably can, but you're going to pay full price, probably.
What do you think so?
No,
let's see NFL jerseys on Amazon.
You think the bootleggers from China are hanging around out there?
Why not?
I don't know. Maybe.
Amazon official site. NFL jerseys. Are you ready?
Want to shout out to Coach JC?
Replica jerseys for $7.89.
You're not going to get your China jerseys anymore?
I can get a Colin Kaepernick for $27.98.
Why would you want that?
Wait, I can also get a generic. This is funny. You want a generic Barry Sanders signed Detroit 1996 throwback for $449? It says generic.
Is it just the plain old, just blue on? You remember those out when they had those up?
Yeah,
it's
just
plain
blue and white. Yep.
Yeah, blue and gray, whatever the heck it was.
But anyways, I can get jerseys from here. I can get Bobby. I can get Bobby Boucher from Waterboy.
Nothing's
for $14.99, and I will get it by Wednesday. So nothing's stopping me as of right now of buying a jersey. I can get one and get it by Wednesday. So
hey, if you're getting it through Amazon, hopefully
nothing is affecting. Tariffs are not affecting me at this moment.
There you go. And if that's all you're worried about is the jerseys, then you're fine.
No, I'm still buying coffee too. That hasn't changed. So
you're buying coffee from China?
No, Colombia.
My
cigars. My cigars too.
Cigars.
My cigars hasn't changed either.
Strictly
cigars, coffee
from Colombia.
Cigars, coffee, and my jerseys are all safe. So stand down, America. We are ready. Everything is straight. Everything is fine. All right.
Like, I'm not buying an American cigar. Sorry, folks.
All right. Me podcast, you listen. We're going to get cut off. Thanks for watching. Make sure you tune in.
Like, subscribe, share this video.
Hang in there. It's going to get better. And buy a jersey from Amazon. Yes.